Okay, so hi and thank you for coming back to the first session. So before we begin the first session, I'll be telling you about what we'll be doing for the next 2 weeks. So basically for today we'll be doing the pre-participation screening, and next week we'll be doing the fitness assessment, and lastly we'll be doing the exercise prescription. And so now we'll be doing the pre-participation screening, in which I'll just be asking you like a few questions to determine like if you need any medical clearance and what is the appropriate intensity for you. And before I start, I'm aware that you have a medical history of like a torn ACL, which happened like 3 years ago. And because you have been cleared by the doctor to exercise, I'll be mindful of like your injury during like the next few exercises within the next few weeks. Okay, so for today, we'll be using the ESE and guideline algorithm, which will include whether you have any underlying medical diseases such as like cardiovascular disease, metabolic or renal disease, or whether you have any signs and symptoms that I should know of. And so after that, I'll be asking you about your exercise routine and like your intensity of exercise. Okay, so like let's say you are cleared for today, we will continue the fitness assessment next week, which will require you to do some balancing during this exercise, and I'll just be spotting you to ensure you do not fall. And besides that, I'll just be guiding you and ensuring that you are doing it correctly and to prevent you from getting injured, and I will not be having any physical contact with you. Okay, so as like we go along this whole procedure, if you have any other questions that you're unsure of or you want to like ask, do not hesitate to ask me, and I'll be constantly checking up on you, and also do inform me if you're feeling unwell or whether the exercises are too hard. And lastly, if at any point of time you want to withdraw from this participation, do let me know and I'll just let you do it. Okay, so do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, so if there's no questions, we'll start the pre-participation screening. Okay, so for the first question, do you have any symptoms such as chest discomfort or like exertion or like unreasonable breathlessness or like dizziness or fainting?
No.
Okay, so for your current activity, have you like done any physical activity for at least 30 minutes at moderate intensity on at least like 3 days a week or like the past 3 months? Okay, so do you have any medical conditions such as like heart attack, heart surgery, or like have you ever been through like heart failure or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so do you have any known cardiovascular, metabolic or renal diseases?
No.
Okay, and so lastly, I would like to check like your desired exercise intensity and like how often you exercise.
Moderate, 2 times a week.
Okay, so like what exercises do you do during like the 2 times a week?
Run, push-ups, etc.
Okay, so before we end the session, here's the results that I got based on your screening tests. So basically, since you exercise regularly and you have no severe metabolic or renal disease and like no signs and symptoms, and so like you do not need any medical clearance, and so you can continue exercising at like your current intensity, which is moderate, and like your 2 times a week run. And also if there's anything, you can just ask me. And so thank you for doing the pre-participation screening test with me, and the next time that we will be coming over, we'll be doing the fitness assessment, and there are some things that you should take note of before coming over. And so firstly, you cannot have any alcohol, tobacco, caffeine or like food within the 3 hours before the testing, and also no physical activity on the day itself, and to make sure you get ample rest and hydrate yourself throughout the whole test. And so for your attire, do be like in sports attire, and also bring your water bottle to like stay hydrated. And also if you're advised by a physician to like take medication, and you also do bring it along. And so like if there's no other questions, I will just see you in the next session. Okay.